So it doesn't look any different to any narrow body plane that you've used to fly. Trust me, we'll hear a lot more about them in the future. Because I think my future wife will be sitting on 33K.
Today we are flying the made in China plane, the Comac 919, that aims to break Boeing and Airbus's dominance of the market. Comac has locked over 1,000 orders already for the plane, and it's set to soon dominate the skies over China and soon perhaps all around the world. What is the plane like? Can it seriously compete? We shall find out today on a flight from Beijing all the way to Shanghai. If you're new to the channel, my name is Josh Cahill, a multi-award winning aviation YouTuber with over 500 million views, and I love to hold airlines accountable for the promises they make. My favorite hobby? Featuring unique airlines from all over the world. I organized Afghanistan's first all-female flight, and I'm also proudly banned from Qatar Airways.
And here we are in a Dongximin subway station in Beijing. And ironically, 9 years ago, my very first flight review that I posted on YouTube, flying China Southern's Airbus A380, the video also started at this very spot. Now let's take the Airport Express and let's fly Air China's Comac. So first challenge, I actually have to get a ticket. So I want to go to the Airport Express. Page down. How am I purchase? That might be the. I think that's the wrong one. $25 kwai to go to the airport. Not bad.
Today's flight is departing from Beijing Capital Airport, which used to be the second busiest airport in the world until the new Beijing airport opened in 2019. It's a 30-minute train ride from the city and Air China's main hub.
Alright, thank you. So guys, and here we are. Welcome to Beijing Capital Airport. And fun fact, it is the airport where I have flown in and out to the second most time. So I have like over 65 landings and takeoffs here. Only Dubai beats that. I think Dubai I have like 70-ish flights from and to. But yeah, because obviously I lived here for a couple of years, that was my go-to airport. And to be honest, I really missed it. So, but now let's check in for Air China Comac 919 flight. That's my second flight on the Comac. First time was on China Eastern, and now I'm very excited also to try it out in economy class. So let's check in. So this is actually pretty cute. They have a dedicated check-in line for first-time flyers. How cute is that? So let's see whether I can use one of those check-in machines. Please confirmation, FFP number, what's that? Seat selection, let's see. So flight looks pretty full. 32L or 33L? Sometimes a gamble, right? Who's gonna sit next to me? That is the question. We go 33L, because I think my future wife will be sitting on 33K, so this is why I take a gamble now and switch from 32L to 33L. Let's do this. Print boarding pass. I mean, this is always a little bit pointless because I still have to go to the check-in counter to check my bag. So I wasted 76 seconds of my life. I just wanted to check my bag. Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye. So that's done. Checked in for my second Comac flight. Beautiful plane. I really loved my first flight. Can't wait for this one as well. And I can't wait for them to introduce the C929, which is going to be the wide body, the first wide body plane that they are producing. But it's still kind of like 5-6 years away. But exciting times.
Speed 07.
there she is, the C919, the Chinese answer to the 737 or the Airbus 320. Trust me, we'll hear a lot more about them in the future, as they are just trying to get that bird certified to operate within the European market, soon the US market probably as well. And yeah, given the price tag, a lot cheaper than the 737 or the 320, and in terms of performance it's very similar. This might give a headache to the Western manufacturers in the future. Who knows? What are your predictions? Let me know in the comment section below. So let's go. Let's board this beautiful plane right there.
The C919 was introduced to commercial service in 2023 with China Eastern Airlines, later with China Southern, and now finally with Air China. This plane features 8 seats in business class and 150 in economy.
Hi, how are you? Right at the end. Hi, thank you very much. You're welcome. Welcome aboard Air China's Comac 919, one of 105 that the airline have ordered to replace their 737s as well as the 320. So I bet in 20 years you won't see any 320s or 737s flying around in China. It will only be Comacs. 80% of the components, especially the engines and the avionics, are still Western made and will take a lot of time to replace those, especially the engines. However, it looks very nice, very spacious in here. Very generous legroom situation. There's a foldable table. There is a USB-C and a USB slot, so it doesn't look any different to any narrow body plane that you've used to fly. So yeah, definitely a really lovely cabin. However, the manufacturer, whether it's Comac, Airbus or Boeing, they have nothing to do really with it, since that once again is a product that the airline designs with the companies. Recaro, for example, in Germany, then they customize a seat. It just depends how much space you have, but it's all like pretty much regulated as well, how wide a cabin is, in order for things to fit into the plane. So yeah. Alright, next stop, Shanghai. Yeah, not exactly my future life. As I'm currently traveling China, a lot of you guys ask me, Josh, how do you stay connected? How do you get around censorship? Well, the answer is very simple. I have an eSIM from AirAlo, which I download to my phone, I install it, and then I can use the internet wherever I go without censorship. So I can access Instagram, WhatsApp, and all the other apps that are banned.
AirAlo offers digital SIM cards from 200 plus countries that can easily be downloaded to your phone. And if you're traveling around Asia, as I do at the moment, you can download a regional eSIM covering 18 countries in total.
And guys, this is why I teamed up with AirAlo. So if you use the link in the description box below or the code right here, or scan this QR code, you get $3 off your first purchase. So now go download AirAlo and never wait in line again at any airport.
We then pushed back for an on-time departure and my second ever Comac flight. I'm also still running my popular keyring combo deal, so check out the link in the description box below. Flight time to Shanghai was roughly 2 hours, and I was curious to see what the service is going to be like.
Well guys, and this is it. This is what the loo looks like here on the Comac in economy class of Air China. In the very back, there's two located in a back galley. But yeah, over the years I have seen a lot of views, and I would bet all my money that there is no person on Earth who can tell the difference between an Airbus, Boeing, Comac, or Embraer, Blue. In the end, they all look the same. You got a sink, you got a mirror, you got the toilet, and that's pretty much it.
Once I was back in my seat, the crew was ready to serve some special lunch boxes, so let's have a look inside.
So, as I mentioned earlier, the country is certainly very proud of its first domestically developed airplane, and they celebrate this with a very cute panda lunchbox, which I find very adorable. So there's a hot meal and a dessert as well, a customized Comac dessert. Can't get any better than that. So that was actually a pretty delicious meal, and it's included in your ticket price as well on a domestic flight. So I think there's only 2 countries in the world where you can fly in economy class domestically and get a free meal. I think this is China and India. I don't think in the US on a flight from Boston to LA you get a free meal in economy class, or from Toronto to Vancouver. Maybe in Brazil or Australia on Qantas. I think when you fly Qantas, perhaps from Perth to Melbourne, that could be, but yeah, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. But also, crew is absolutely lovely, and yeah, you can tell that everyone is very happy to be on this plane.
We then started our descent, flying over the Formula 1 track of Shanghai and the mysterious black circle on the lake too. But overall, I really enjoyed my flight on the Comac, and I think in a few years from now we will see this plane all over the world. It's a solid piece of engineering, and whether we like it or not, made in China is no longer some cheap crap, but a competitive plane maker that deserves a lot more recognition than they get. So instead of belittling their efforts, we should focus on ourselves and step out our own game, because that will truly benefit travelers from all around the globe.
Thank you. 谢谢. So guys, and here we are. Welcome to Shanghai. Great flight on the Comac. I really like the plane. I'm sure it's going to be a huge success. Also Air China, spotless, great food, lovely crew. Really enjoyed that short domestic hop. Now I'm going to grab my bag, and then I'm going to meet my friend, my former colleague. She used to be my PA, my personal assistant. Yeah, there was days when I had one. When I worked here in China, she's going to take me to grab something to eat, and then we can ask her as well, what is it like to be Josh's PA? I hope she only has good things to say. Find out in a minute. Alright, I got my bag. Now let's meet my good old friend, Bernie. Why are you hiding?
I'm not hiding.
Why are you hiding?
I'm sitting there.
Nice to see you.
I'm not hiding.
How are you? You good?
How are you?
I'm good. It's nice to see you.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Where's
back.
your hotel tonight?
Very, very far away.
Far away.
Far
Where?
away. It's in Beijing. Oh, I'm actually still taking a video. Yeah, you're on YouTube now, Bernie. They want to know who my favorite personal assistant was. Did you love working with me? No. No? That was the best time of your life, right?
No.
No?
Worst.
It was the worst time of your life, right? Endless headache and stress, right? So much.
Double work.
Double work?
Double work.
What's that? Double work? Because I was so useless?
Yeah, trouble all the time.
Trouble all the time.
It's always the same. So
No.
how's the trip in Beijing?
Now you broke my heart.
How was your trip?
Very good, very good, very good.
Where did
So Bernie just said in Chinese that working with me was the greatest adventure of her lifetime, right? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna enjoy some good Cantonese food with my dear friend Bernie. Okay, she's really annoyed, as she was for 3 years working with me. But this is it, guys. That was my video flying the domestically developed, beautiful Comac. Do you like the Comac? Made in China is great, no? Oh God. Do you want a keyring?
No.
I give you so many key rings. What are you doing with them? You always throw them away. Every time I see you, I give you a key ring and you throw them away. So don't be like Bernie. Check out my Patreon for extra perks if you want to have my key ring. Not like Bernie, who I always get a key ring and then she throws it away. So join my WhatsApp group, have early access to my videos and many other perks. Check out the link in the description box below. Anyways, guys, this is it for today's video. Flying Air China's Comac. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. So wherever you're off to, have a safe trip. Say bye-bye, Bernie. Say bye. Bye-bye. Say in Chinese.
拜拜，再见，大家，再见。